All right, so this is a kind of a funny video because we're talking about the Clio NetDocs integration, the native Clio NetDocs integration, and why I don't recommend it. Also feel a little bit bad because I think I was in the bar in Chicago when Clio and NetDocs decided to create an integration. And at the time, it was great because it was really the first practice management software that created integration. Other thing I want to point out here, and I like Clio. I just don't like this integration. There's a lot I like about Clio. I'll be at ClioCon, go every year, have a good time. But the native Clio integration is not that good. So let's just get into the weeds here of why I don't like it. So I've got this, we'll use Matter in Clio. Matter ID is 16-001. It's a divorce. If we come over to edit Matter, client is Lindsay Bluth. Matter 16001, and matter description is the word divorce, okay? And the client ID is BLULIN, all right? Makes a lot of sense here. So when we enable in the integration, that's what I want pushed over. So if we come over to the tables here, this is what you'd expect to see, right? Okay, but we don't see that because what Clio does is it takes this weird database number for the client ID, it puts Lindsay Bluth in the client description. So that part is correct, but it does not bring over the actual client ID. Matter key does not bring over the actual matter key. Okay, it puts the description, the matter ID in the matter description, and doesn't actually give you the matter description unless you type it in when creating, and the type is completely blank. Okay. Why do I want the type pushed over? It's because in NetDocs, I like to configure, okay, this is a IP case. So these are the questions I'm asking. This is a family law case. I'm going to ask different questions. So again, don't really like that part of it. All right. So that's why I don't recommend turning on the integration. And I know people will go around, they'll be like, all right, well, we'll just start going forward because I can still do the search for 16-001. But the problem is that, and you could find the stuff, but every new matter is going to have this weird client and matter key. So if I want to go to a client and see all the matters, well, now I've got two clients, the old one and the new one in there. So I really don't even recommend turning on the integration. I mean, realistically, this is what I do. So let's come over to documents here. We'll come over to the NetDocs integration, and I'm going to rip the link out. Let's see here. Is there? Nope, that doesn't do it. Yeah, I'm going to come over here. We'll hit reset here. And so what you can do is I can choose the client in NetDocs, and I could search for the matter already created. So this is, if I'm going to link it, this is how I would do it. Okay, so this way you are creating the client and matter in NetDocs. You're creating it in Clio. So you're doing it completely separate, which I know is dual entry. And then you're coming back in here and linking the matter. Oh, the other thing about this link is like most software, you turn on the link and every matter is linked. In this one, if you're starting out from Clio with no clients and matters, you're fine. But if you're starting off with 500 clients and matters, even though you've turned on the NetDocs integration, nothing is linked together. You have to manually link it. Also, once you link it, what do you get in here? This worst view of a NetDocs matter. Like, I don't want to look at a matter this way. I just want to go into the NetDocs tab. So most clients that I have are using NetDocs and Clio. We don't turn on the link. We would do it this way. The other two things is because this is not that great, two other companies have built their own integrations with Clio, their own NetDocs to Clio integration. So we're going to go over those at another post. That's kind of the recommendation that I make. But even going to those, you really have to start renumbering clients and matters to get everything lined up. So if if you don't have Clio or you don't have NetDocs, you're thinking about getting one or the other, you need to spend some time trying to look over this, figure out what you're going to do, and plan a way so you have consistent client IDs and matter IDs in both programs. And I mean, just to be realistic here, this is the only program that I feel like works this way. Most of the integrations are much better. Again, I'm just being honest here. Clio does a lot of great things Okay, a lot of things right. So this is just one of them that I don't really like.